Good morning, everyone. It's Friday, the 26th. Merry Christmas to all. Hope you had a good holiday. I'm back in my shop doing a little bit of work, picking up an order to take a delivery here in Houston. Just doing a little bit of work, and then I'm going to head home for the rest of the day. I'm making an update on an old video on repairing a recoil. So this is just going on a standard GX160 or 200. I don't know which one it is. They're basically interchangeable on this test pump here. So I'm taking this out the door and I'm trying it, and I'm realizing it has a problem. So I started digging into it and trying to figure out what's up. And I found that basically the old clock spring was just rusted and broken. So that right there, that tab had broken off. So it wasn't holding onto the recoil housing, which is right there. So I got a new clock spring here. And so the point for this video is you get this new clock spring and you're going to try to put it back in the recoil. But it's got this wire around it, makes it kind of difficult. I guess the theory is you're supposed to be able to push it down inside there. But it's get it lined up. You should be able to push, but it just doesn't push. So I'm just going to take this wire off, so it's going to go everywhere. And then, like, oh no, this thing is all undone. What do you do? So that's what I'm going to show you again, how to get the clock spring wound back up in there. So be careful when you're doing this. This is under tension, so when this lets go, it's going to go, spring out everywhere. So just be careful of getting cut or something. Here we go. This will do it. Boing! Oh no, how am I ever going to get that back in the thing? Come here. This one is kind of strange looking. All right. So now I got to figure out how to video this and use two hands on this. So what I'm going to do, flip this around, is I'm going to start with this end right here. I'm going to feed it into there, and then I'm just going to wind up this coil and feed the coils into the cylinder that it rides in. So let me figure out how to set this up so y'all can see. Look at that. Also, I just found a potential break in the rope here, so I don't like how that looks. I'm going to change this rope. Yeah, that rope is getting ready to break. So let me see. I don't know how to... Crap, this sucks. So I've got, obviously, this is facing me. Okay, let me see if I can do it like this. So I've got that hooked in there. So now I'm just going to start feeding this and keep a grip on it. Try not to do this with greasy fingers oily hands, because this is thin, sharp metal. There is a risk for to cut your finger, and just kind of walk it in around. This is not working. And just one layer by layer, as you come around, feed it into there, and you can keep a grip on it and get another coil laid in, and just steadily walk it around. So let's see here. Lost you guys there for a second. So you can kind of see a couple of coils in. I'm holding this in here. And just slowly walk it around and feed them in and hold it while you readjust your grip. Whoop, that one almost got away from me. Come on, man, stop it. Almost lost this one a couple of times. We're getting close. Look at that, almost there. All right, there we go. So now I need to, the loop in the center, I need to kind of close that and bend it around so that I can get it to meet up with that tab right there to hook onto. And that provides your tension. But first, I need to cut this and pull out this and make a new rope, because that ain't cool right there. This rope had been bad for a while. Let me untie this. I'm going to make a new rope and get this going. All right, I've got to length the rope here, probably about 5 feet, I guess. So I need to wrap up these ends. To do that, because they're frayed, it's hard to poke that through the little hole here to get it to thread in there. On each side, on that one, and on also this right here. Trying to get it to go through there. And on this, it's hard to put a fraying rope through something like that. So to deal with that, use Teflon. Start back about an inch, hold it, and then just start wrapping around it. And just kind of work your fingers down and hold it, add support so that the the tape has something to grab onto. And then pull it tight. So there you go. Now that you can just push that through there. So I'm going to go from this direction, like that. Oh, there we go. It's coming through. Here's that. So now, just going to tie a knot at the other end so it doesn't come through. I usually double knot these just to give it something thick to hold on to. Pull it tight. Now, that's there. Now I'm going to wrap it up. So later on, if I have too much length on this, I can either A, I can cut it back, or B, I can just add tension. So now, I'm going to stab this right through there. Is that going to go? Come on, man. Hey, all right. Look at that. Uh-oh, I forgot. One thing I got to do first. I forgot about this right here. So, kind of just close this up a little bit. And then try to move it into position. Kind of bend it down a little bit so closer to the, I need to be closer to the hub. There we go. Now that's going to catch on to that tab. All right. So I'm going to do a little test pull before I start to close this up. There we go. I got tension. So the spring has latched onto that tab. So now I'm going to I always somehow find a way to screw this part up. And I have to try a couple of times to get it right. I think, there we go, that's going to work. Right like that. Well, I spoke too soon. That did not work. I'm going to have to rotate this. I don't know why I always seem to get this wrong. That is not going to work. All right, I got it started in there. No, I did. It's already coming out the top. Just like that. So Get a little bit of length. Now I got to go through this one. Use a screwdriver or something to pry that up. Pull that out of there. Nope, not yet. Now I'm just going to tie a knot in this. Give that a test pull right there. I think that's not going to pull through there. We got to tuck all that excess up inside there. Try it again. There we go. So I'm ready to pull the screwdriver out. That's it. Gonna go put this bad boy back on, crank this pump, make sure it's working, and get on the road. Go get this done, pick up some other equipment, go home. There's a couple of different models of GX200 or 160 that have different style hubs like this that require this spacer, and and there's other ones that don't have this, but all of these recoils are not interchangeable. Like this one, if I try to use this without this spacer, it's too close, it's too tight up in there, and it'll, when I bolt it on, the screws are hitting this, and the inside of this is rubbing against, it just doesn't work. So y'all, if you're buying a recoil, you have to pay real close attention exactly what model you need. There was a time that all the recoils, they were interchangeable before they started messing with it. Anyway, y'all, that's it for this one. I'm gonna put these bolts in, crank this up, and then get going. And I'll see y'all later. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Saturday. It's the next day. Yesterday I picked up a piece of equipment from a customer. Well, let me back up. This morning I'm editing my video from yesterday, and I realized that I was missing some footage. So luckily I have another recoil I gotta fix this morning, so I'm just gonna make a quick little video and tie on and fill in a gap from yesterday. So yesterday after I left the shop, I went and I had to pick up this. When I get it back, I see that somebody has gone and broken it for me and turned this in the wrong position. The rope is broken, so right now I'm about to pull that off. I'm in the O'Reilly's parking lot. I just bought a recoil repair kit with a handle, so I'm just gonna pull this off. I'm not gonna disassemble it, and I'll thread the rope and the handle and thread it through there without pulling it apart, and get it going again. I've got my 10mm ratchet here, 3 bolts, one on the bottom. All right, so I got this off. This is the current status of this. I have not checked and see if this has tension. It might. The dogs are coming out, that's good. I don't feel any tension yet. There it is. Maybe. So this might be okay to be able to rebuild without too much effort. I got my knife here. I'm gonna have to cut this and then use the pliers to pull this out that way. This rope is all bunched up. I'm slowly getting it to kind of unravel. I still cannot pull this back yet. This is not coming out yet. All right, I'm winning. Got that cut off, so now I can pull that straight out. This does have good tension, so the clock spring and all the internals are working good. I don't have to take it apart. Also, yesterday in my video, I was trying to show this, and I guess my camera turned off or something. I didn't get the footage of getting that on there right, but I did. I finally got that figured out. So on this, I'm gonna open this up and just thread the rope through here, tie a knot on it, and then put some tension on it. No, actually first, I'm gonna wind this up. I'm gonna wind this up and then put this guy through one of the holes to hold it in place. And then I'm gonna put the rope through the eyelet when it already has tension on it. Just like that. So now I can set that down. All right, I got my rope out here, got it all strung out. So I'm just gonna feed it in through here. Aha, look at that. Sweet. Tie a knot in that. All right, so I've got this all strung up. I got the rope through the handle, and I got the other end already through the retainer. Got a knot tied in that. So now I'm just gonna cinch this all together. I'm about to pull the placeholder and let this coil up. It's not gonna take all this rope. I am gonna have to add tension, which is kind of the reason I'm making this second video to add on right now. All right, let's see how much. That wasn't much. I thought I was gonna have more tension than that. So now I'm just got this rope lined up. I'm gonna pull it through that slot right there. All right, so I've made a loop. I've got the rope fitted in that slot. Now I'm just gonna pull this and use this as a handle to put tension on this and turn it counterclockwise to wind it up. All right, I got 3 complete turns on there. I'm gonna pull the excess out and see how far we get. That did better. I got a little ways to go. I'm gonna have to do that again. I just put 2 more full turns on this. I'm getting closer. 1 more turn should do it. All right, I think this is it. All right, I'm gonna bolt it back on. And there we go. Let's see here. How about now? Nope, not yet. A little less choke. That was it. Sweet. Now I can end this video. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Look, guys, I know I suck at this, but I don't really care. I enjoy doing it anyway. I'm by myself. I'm a little dude. I know what I know. I like to share it with people. And as I've said before, I'm a Gemini. I know a lot of shit about. I know a little bit about a lot of different stuff. I'm too I'm too all over the place. I can't be contained. So now I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna get some breakfast and then go home, and then see what the rest of the day brings. Peace.